He was on Morning Joe.
Joe, I want you on I want to be on the show tomorrow because I called it on Super Tuesday. I'm calling it here. Texas, Ohio, Rhode Island, and I want to make sure Mika's there. Mika, you hear me?
I'm here, baby.
All right. Texas, Ohio, Rhode Island.
Okay, he called it, of course. Terry, you all won the popular vote in all 3 states. Make your prediction today. You come on here all the time. You predict.
Do it.
By now, this is legend.
Do it, Terry.
The kids are going to see history made. Terry, let's hear your prediction today.
Well, I got a perfect record going. I'm predicting a win tonight in Pennsylvania. How's that?
Are you sure? Terry, you sure?
10 points?
Hey, listen, first of all, a win's a win. I was listening to your earlier segment. When we win tonight in Pennsylvania, you look at the states that Hillary Clinton will have won. Key big states, you know, Florida, Michigan, Ohio, and now Pennsylvania. You add that to what we've won before across the country. You know, but listen, they wanted to beat Hillary Clinton in Nevada. They wanted to put her down in Texas and Ohio. They can't. There's an issue there. He can't close against us. People are taking a new look at this race, and they like what they see in Hillary Clinton. The ads that have gone up, people want someone who can go in that job day one and be ready to deal with all these unexpected issues that come up when you're President of the United States.
I don't know. I'm not seeing the vigor. I'm not seeing the vigor.
What?
Pennsylvania win. A win is a win, Mika. Pennsylvania, as you know on your show before, I've never predicted percentages. I'm a big believer. You win the state, you win the state.
All right, Chuck Todd.
Hey, Terry. Okay, it's the Thursday of convention week. Hillary Clinton's accepting the nomination. How did you get there after today?
Sure.
Did you win? Did you get there without winning North Carolina? Did you get there without winning Oregon? Did you get there without winning a couple of these states that remain?
Well, listen, I think if you look down the map, I think a lot will determine, Chuck, what happens today in Pennsylvania. And I think the remaining states are going to look at what happened today, and they're going to say, you know what? We've got to look at Hillary Clinton. Obviously, she can win those states we need to win in the general election. West Virginia strong, Kentucky strong, Puerto Rico, which will have a large vote turnout, as you know, on June 1st. I just got back. I just myself did 14 cities last week, opened offices all over Oregon and North Carolina. We're going to be competitive everywhere. And I think when we finish this process, Chuck, Hillary will have moved ahead in the popular vote. And I clearly count Florida and Michigan. When you count Florida and Michigan today, the difference is about 90,000 votes. After tonight, I believe we'll move up. The people who went and voted in the earlier primary and caucus contest. So I think we've moved up in the total popular vote. And then I think the superdelegates, and I don't think it's going to the convention, Chuck. I really don't.
Well, I was just going to say, Terry, you said last week this thing ends in June.
Yeah.
How does it end in June with Hillary Clinton as the nominee? I've heard this from other Clinton supporters, and it's almost sounded like a dog whistle to me. It's sort of like, look, we're going to play this out till June, but at June that you stand back. How does she become the nominee by June? It seems like she needs a little bit longer to sort of talk superdelegates into this.
Well, and I know all the, listen, I've been doing this 30 years. I was the last chairman of the great national party, the Democratic Party. I know, generally, I believe that these superdelegates, after everybody votes, and hopefully we'll have a resolution to Michigan and Florida right after June 3rd, these superdelegates, I believe, are going to begin to move very quickly. They want to be part of the nominating process. I don't think they're going to sit around for 2 months until our convention. I think in June, most of them will begin to make their decision, and we'll come together and go in as a unified party in August in Denver.
You think they should make their decision in June, right? You don't think they should wait?
It's not should. I know I have a pretty good feeling what they're going to do. I mean, listen, they're waiting till everybody votes. After tonight, we have 9 more contests, over 10 million eligible Democrats eligible to vote in these remaining states. It is very close in the popular vote. It is very close on the delegates. I think they're going to want to be part of that process, and everybody will have voted, and they're going to begin to make their decision. I could be wrong. They may decide they're going to wait all the way to the convention. It's that close. My gut is I think most people will probably move. We'll come out of these contests with a head of steam, and most people saying, you know what, Hillary Clinton is the best one to take on John McCain. These superdelegates want to win the White House. How do you win the White House? You win Michigan. You win Pennsylvania. You win Ohio. You win Florida. These are all states that Hillary Clinton has won in the primaries, and she won very large in these primary contests.
Terry, what about fixing the financial debt of the campaign? I mean, is that part of taking Pennsylvania and trying to gain back some momentum? Because compared to Barack Obama's almost $42 million, your campaign's hurting for money.
Well, that's a great point, and I remind a win tonight after having been outspent nearly 3-1. Lots of negatives they had run against Hillary Clinton. What does that tell you? That he outspent us 3-1, and he could not beat Hillary Clinton in Pennsylvania, which is a key swing state for the general election. We did $20 million last month. We're going to do again $20 million again this. We have the resources to do what we need to do. We're going to be very competitive out, obviously, online tomorrow, but we've been able to do what we've needed to do. He is consistently, as he did in Texas and Ohio, outspent us 3-1, and guess what? We keep beating them. That should tell you something.
Are you guys going to compete in North Carolina?
Aggressively. I just got back. I just, last Thursday and Friday, you look at your clips, Chuck, I just was there, did 8 cities myself, opened offices, did early voting, absolutely competing. Ace Smith, one of our best organizers, who actually ran Texas and California for us, is in North Carolina. Robbie Mook, one of our best, who ran Ohio for us in Nevada, he is in Indiana. So May 6th, big day, very competitive. We are there. We've opened all these offices. We have our staff there. Very competitive. We're going to be competitive in the remaining 9 contests, you bet.
Hey, Terry, let me ask you about the popular vote, because it seems to me the only way you go to Denver and you make the case that you can be the nominee is if you've won the popular vote. Now, you're counting Florida and Michigan. You can make a case for Florida because everybody was on a level playing field there. Nobody went into the state. But as far as Michigan goes, Hillary was the only person on the ballot. You can't really count Michigan in that tally, can you?
Well, let's be clear how this worked, Joe. As you know, everybody was on the ballot. Senator Obama, as well as Senator Edwards, actually took their names off the ballot. It was a political decision, I believe, to obviously appease Iowa and New Hampshire. They decided to take their names off the ballot. And then, as you know, they ran an uncommitted slate against Hillary, and she still won. So let's not act like, you know, we were the only ones on the ballot and no one else was involved in the political process. There was a lot of politics played here. They decided to take their name off to appease Iowa and New Hampshire. It was a political decision. I'm not saying right or wrong, but they made that decision. Let's not act like they just had Hillary's name on the ballot and everybody else sat home.
Okay, but Terry, they ain't going to count Michigan, so help me out with numbers. You say 90,000 if you count Florida and Michigan. What if you take Michigan off of that and you just count Florida? What's the popular vote count right now?
Then you're down to about 400,000 difference. If you take the 300,000 from Florida, you have a good win tonight in Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Kentucky, Puerto Rico. Even without Florida, I believe we can move ahead in the popular vote, but we still got a lot of people to vote. As I say, 10.5 million eligible Democrats still yet to vote.
All right, so you guys, if you count Florida, are down 400,000 in the popular vote, so we'll be watching what happens tonight in Pennsylvania.
After tonight, then we move forward. It's exciting. Hillary's going all the way to Denver.
And you were predicting tonight, right now, that tonight she's going to cut that 400,000 deficit in half to 200,000, right?
I predicted Hillary is going to pick up some good popular vote to move us forward so that we are ahead in the popular vote when this process is over. You bet.
You tried.
You're good, Terry.
I did try. Terry Mccauliffe.
All right. I'm telling you.
Come back tomorrow.
100% right now. We're going to keep the string alive.
Come back tomorrow.
Now I see the figures.
Keep